Hello, welcome back to Sim by the Mile. You find me here at Birmingham New Street, and today we're in the class 170, taking it down from Birmingham New Street all the way, well, to Bromsgrove on the service down to Cardiff. So let's get into the cab, let's get the train set up, and let's get out of here. Right, we're moving out of Birmingham, so yeah. Should be a very busy rail scene. As I said, Birmingham, they've done a lot of improvements too. We've got 323 coming there, we've got Pendolino over there. One thing that's tricky about Birmingham as well is you do have these 10-mile-an-hour speed limits. It's probably not as bad going this way out the station, but the other way, yeah, it's quite tricky coming down the hill into Birmingham, I find, to keep under 10 miles an hour. We do have a little bit of a high speed limit now up to 15, so let's get some throttle on. This improved timetable across city has been one of the best things that have come to Train Sim World, probably over the whole of Train Sim World 5, really, the much improved timetable. This it's brought so much more life into the cross city route. Get lights on properly. I mean, the cross city route was popular before the timetable came out, but when it came out, I think it was a Train Sim World 3 route. There was a lot of DLCs that we didn't have and such, so it's nice seeing the improvements that they've made. Just basically giving life into the route, making the rail scene here around Birmingham feel live. And I think once Birmingham Crew comes out, which is announced as one of the probably the first DLC that comes out for Train Sim World 6, it's going to be even better as well. I'm going to have the CrossCountry Voyager layering onto that route, as well as being able to get the Pendo running and other stock. So yeah, it should be quite exciting really in the future. Right, we can go it to 40 now, so let's get some speed going. This whole run itself should take about 20 minutes or so. So no, it doesn't take very long in the 170 to get from Birmingham to Bromsgrove. I think our only intermediate stop is the University, which is in 2 miles. And then it's pretty much straight running from there, unless we get stopped at a signal. So it should be a pretty quick run, really. This is the first station out of Birmingham we're coming to now. We just go straight through this one, so we're not stopping here. Get the throttle down. We're only limited to 40 at the moment, so we're not able to stretch our legs just yet, but hopefully soon. We'll just try and hold around the 35 mark. Just 1.5 miles to go. And we can, after this, here's a 50 marker, so we can start getting it a little bit more speed. This route isn't without its faults though. They had some issues with the scenery, especially around the University, really. When we get there, we'll see if we can see one of the issues where the canal bridge just doesn't exist. There's also bits of like floating scenery and stuff, which I really wish they would go back and fix, but it's dovetail, so that's not likely to happen. But even with the faults, it's still a enjoyable ride, especially with the new stock we've got on the route, on the line. So about 0.8 miles away, we're feeding a little bit of brake. I'll start bringing the speed down. We gave a 323 there coming up the other way. heading back towards New Street. University is just the other side of this bridge. So what's everyone's opinions on this route? Have you, or not so much the route's been out for ages, but this CrossCountry and this 170 DLC and the improved timetable, has this been something you've been enjoying since it came out? It was one of the very, very last DLCs to be released in the lifespan of Train World 5. I think it came out July now. It's been a while. I was meant to review it, but I never got around to it, unfortunately. It was just one of them things, it just never happened, but... We are running slightly late into Birmingham University, just a minute. So it's not the end of the world. Let's get the doors open. Should be a very quick stop here. And then we'll be back on the way to CrossCountry 170s. That's pretty cool to see side by side. We've already got locked doors, so let's go ahead and get doors closed. Maybe because we're running slightly late. I didn't drive that first bit very well, I'm not gonna lie. But doors are locked, let's get some power on. Let's get moving. So just 10 miles now, straight down to Bromsgrove, straight through. We should really be able to test the legs out on this 170. We just hop out the cab. This is what I was talking about before. Like, there should be a bridge there. There just isn't. It's like they put the rail bridge in, but just forgot the canal is actually supposed to run through there as well. And just up here on this bridge, there's some floating catenary and stuff like that. So, and it's a shame because Birmingham Cross City is a good route, especially with the new timetable. And there's so much more life in there, and then there's just little bits like that that just basically go and ruin it. Like, I think it's here, yeah, just here on the bridge as we're going over. There's just that floating catenary that's just in the air again over the canal. There is some shoddy work when it comes to this route. For us though, we're getting up to speed slowly. The diesel engine does take a little while to accelerate. Being diesel train. Let's get the alerter off. But we're nearly up to the 60 mile an hour limit now. I think at some point we do go up to 90. As well. So just ease off a little bit on the throttle so we don't overspeed. Just try and keep us around the 59 mile an hour mark. We do have a little bit of downhill to contend with. But yeah, we're pretty much just idle the throttle here. And enjoy the run as we have another 323 waiting at the platform. I do like the 323. The 323 is probably one of my favourite little trains to drive, especially on the Manchester Airport line, being where we're from. And Manchester Airport commuter being my local line, I really do enjoy as I was saying, I really do enjoy the 323 and run it on Manchester Airport Commuter. I've done a lot of gameplay videos on Manchester Airport Commuter, so if you're new here, do go ahead and check them out as well. We've probably got down a little early here. The 45 is when we're coming off this junction. It's like 10 going that way, so thank God we're not going that way. We are contending with a bit of uphill as well. The 45 starts here just at the tunnel entrance. And this is where we basically, I'm not sure which line this is we're joining, but we kind of join a 4-track main line here. You could just see it coming into view now. And this is what basically then takes us down to Bromsgrove. We do get quite a bit of traffic passing here as well, so we may end up passing a couple of slower 323s. As soon as we do hit this main line now, though, we can accelerate up to 90, just waiting for the back of the train to pass the speed marker. And there we go, we've got the clearance to 90, so let's pop the throttle up. Really give this 170 a chance to stretch its legs. I've recently ridden on a 170. It wasn't a CrossCountry version, it was a East Midlands training version. You can find that video on my channel, and I'm going to say it wasn't the best experience in terms of the quality of the train. It was very, very run down, the East Midlands version. I do say in that video that East Midlands trains are doing a refurb of their Class 170s. But yeah, the train we were on was just, it was tatty, it was old, they didn't have basic things like power supplies, which you'd expect now, or USB ports. It's probably, it was a 4.5 hour journey as well, because travelling from Manchester to Norwich, so it's a good job I went and bought a couple of power banks with me, especially because I was recording on that journey, obviously, because there's a video. I would have seriously been in trouble had I not bought my own power with me and had my power banks charged up. Yeah, hope maybe the CrossCountry versions are better and have been refurbed, but yeah, that 170 wasn't very good. We do have another 323 there, heading back towards Birmingham. We make our way to the killer of a hill coming out of Bromsgrove. I think this is nearly a 3% grade. Luckily we're going to be going down the hill, but yeah, the 170s, if you go in the other way into Birmingham New Street, when you start the hill that we're getting to in a minute, they really do struggle. Like we're struggling to get up to speed with the acceleration. We are on full power, and we've only managed to get back to 73 miles an hour. Acceleration is not a good, one of the 170 strong points. At least not compared to the electrics anyway. On the 323 or an electric engine would just be already up to full speed now, where the 170 we're just struggling. And we don't even have a hill to contend with, it just doesn't have the acceleration. We might not even make it all the way up to 90 before we have to slow. Well, we probably will, but we're not going to get too much time running at 90 miles an hour. We already only have 5 miles left to go, and we've still got 10 miles of speed to gain to hit the line speed. I don't know what the top speed of this is, 100 miles. Okay, so our max speed on this train is 100 miles an hour, so we should be able to get to the 90. And I was like, I know it'd be on here somewhere telling me what the max speed is. It's a struggle to get there, though. But finally we have made it to line speed, so I'm just going to start bringing down the power a tiny bit. And for as soon as we're up, we're pretty much needing to get down in less than 2 miles down to 75. Probably the start of the descent, which I mentioned in to Bromsgrove. It does last a couple of miles, that hill, from what I remember. I think that's the branch that takes you off to Redditch if you were doing that run. Just a bit single lining. For us, we continue straight on. I am just letting the speed drop a little bit because I know we do have the 75 line coming up and we're supposed to break in. We're naturally decelerating anyway, so we may as well just let the train, we are fighting a tiny bit of uphill, just let gravity and the train do its work, and we should hit the 75 mark speed limit just as we're supposed to. Let's get the alert cleared. Okay, we're not going to need to pop in a little bit of brake just to get us under. 75 should be starting at just here. Here's the marker for it. We can idle the throttle. We are hitting the front of the top of the hill now. And you can see just here you can see the start of the grade. So we go into like 2.1%, 2.7%. Do have double yellow signals, so we may have to stop ahead. To be fair, the double yellow signals may just be warning us about us going into the platform, because literally you can see it now, less than half a mile. As we take on the descent here, this has got to be one of the steeper grades on the UK network, I reckon, for its long, drawn-out run. Speed single yellow coming up, so we need to get the AWS alert acknowledged again. And we just got a reward as well for the amount of distance we've travelled in the 170. Right. Let's really start bringing the speed down now so we don't overspeed and spad coming out the station. We've got a few hundred yards here. Probably braking a little bit too late, but we should be fine. Yeah, you can see the platform just ahead as it starts to rain. I'm not going to bother the window wipers because we're literally here now at the end of the journey. No point to bother with window wipers when we're literally here. And plus, I don't remember where the control to turn the window wipers on is. It's a bit of a short platform. We actually overran the platform there a tiny bit, but... no, it's not bad. Front doors are a little off. We did over on the end of the platform ever so slightly on the brakes, but yeah, it's fine. We stopped there. So there we go, we did get a silver medal, a little tiny bit for speeding, and we actually didn't get penalised for no wipers in the rain. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have enjoyed today's video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and join me next time for more trains and more content. For now though, goodbye.